Morning, 24th of February 2026. Truthfully, I never liked Michael Jackson's stuff except his early stuff. But somehow I found this and I only had the first few bars, the opening bars. So it's Earth Song. Sounds ominous, doesn't it? Let's have a look. So the name Michael or Jackson could be important. We've got Cancer, Home and Family Life, 11th House of Hopes, Dreams and Wishes, and Pluto, the Unknown. Because I don't think we've got it in Cancer, but I'm not sure. Might have. Let's have a look then. So we've got a choice because it's the choice card. It was always the choice card before the Lovers. And we know that that's Kristen's card. It's also connected for me to the names Emily, Catherine, Susan, Aidan. It's Adam, Eve and Lily. So all those names could be important. It's Gemini energy. We've got Gemini moon, so they've started already. Well done. We've got Aquarius in Pluto, which is the 11th house. And let's have a look what's in the 11th house. Aquarius. So there we go. So far it's Cancer and Aquarius then. Energies. Where's Cancer in the chart? Jupiter. And the IC. And there it is. So it's some way off. But we will eventually make the right choice. After facing a narcissist. So there it is. You are stood in that, well, sat in that circle with the ropes and the blindfold and the circle of swords that have been put there by people who were speaking harsh words and threatening, and it kept you paralysed because you overthought everything. They placed shame and blame on your shoulders. They threatened anything they could so that you would be paralysed, unable or unwilling to stand up for fear. But there's nothing to fear but fear itself now. You can feel the sun on your face. It's time to stop overthinking and speak your truth. But the 8 and the 1 make a 9, which is a nightmare situation of sleepless nights. You are going to have to be very patient. You or someone else doesn't have the moral high ground. You're fighting an uphill battle. Again, the 7 and the 3 make a 10. So this is a heavy burden that somebody's put on you. Because they're lying, deceiving or thieving. So if you're keeping a secret for someone else, not a good idea. Someone here is stealing credit, which could be credit cards, could be your credit. It could be taking credit for what you've done. Or saying they've done something they haven't. He's stolen those swords off the battlefield, but he's going to tell everybody that he stole them from the people that he killed. He didn't. He's a coward. And we have the 18, the only other major arcana in this. It's a dark night of the soul. We have Cantor there, which is in the dice. We have the 2 dogs. We are between 2 towers. September the 11th always comes to me when this happens. A terrorist attack. There is no light at the end of the tunnel because you keep making that tunnel bigger, longer. You have to tread carefully because there's a narcissist involved and you have to make the right choice for you. So, it's a binding here. A choice. What do you or don't you? If you use that sword and sever ties to set yourself free, everything becomes, oh, you see, the daughters, Persephone, taken to the gates of hell. Somebody's been put there by someone else through no fault of their own. They have allowed the negativity, probably of this narcissist, to affect them financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. Don't let the negativity in. This is the tarot readers, the psychics, the mediums, the carnival people. 11th of October, where I come from, 2 and 29. So that would be Marcia, Kelly, Destiny, Lee, Esme Rose, Beth and Alice. Daughters, captives, hostages. And there it is, the masks are off. Mental illness, criminal activity, even drugs. This is a negative mindset. Staying trapped. You don't need to be trapped. There's someone pretending to be something they're not, at the very least. It's children. We've already had the daughters. It's siblings. You may be the daughter. It's Gemini energy again. Spies, digital spies, people spying, children spying, lying, immature adults spying, lying, thieving. So be alert, be aware on this one. Like I said, we've got the Gemini moon. And Gemini is in its own house of communication. So harsh words, bad news, that's not true. And then we have someone out of nowhere, possibly a stranger, usually is. It's the tall, handsome stranger that the gypsy tells you about. The welcome at the door. But there's unfaithfulness here. So they've given us 2 aces. Emotionally, you're drained. You're running on empty. 3 aces. But there's an opportunity coming that you must take. That dark night of the soul is taking you to the door. And should you prove worthy, you will go through that door. A new home, a new business, a new life, a new career. Take the opportunity. Within 1 year it will pay off because you are with the wrong people. This is not your team. There are red lights, red flags all over this because of the narcissist energy. 3 years. It wasn't built on firm foundations, so it cannot last. You must learn that lesson. This is a lesson learned. With patience, you will get through this. Possibly university study. Even if you failed once, you must try again. Maybe change your subject. This is about foreign shores. This is about knowledge gained. This is about going through the blacksmith's forge and being battered and battered and battered and coming out stronger on the other side. 14. So we've got Doris, Martin, Tony, Philip, Emily and Kerry. the rainbow, the hips, thighs, weight gain, weight loss. But you have to be open to this. You have to be open to this new beginning. Don't shut yourself off, stuffing your face watching Netflix. It's the world needs you open, cracked open. So Sagittarius then, where is that? It's in Lilith. So that's the lovers for you, the choice. Lilith is the ex-wife. So Sagittarius is 9th house. Yeah, these are not your people, this is not your tribe. You can talk till you're blue in the face, but they'll never understand your point of view. 6 years. And you will be slogging your guts out, working yourself into the ground, burning the candle at both ends, and getting nothing in return. 8 years. Heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, minor surgery perhaps, and mental illness again. There's something here that's a problem, a massive problem. And children, fond memories of the past, but it may be the child that's putting you in this position. Don't let nostalgia cloud your judgment. Yeah, there is a bond here that will never be broken. That doesn't mean it has to be romantic. And you will grow from this situation. Mother energy, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Mother and daughter reunited. Demeter will save her daughter from this, whatever it is. The military, May the 31st, November the 11th. And we've got Abigail, Natasha, Elaine, Greg, Josh and Lauren. 3 and 30. Massively important. Happiness returns. Taurus energy. Abundance. Taurus would be in the 4th house. No, 2nd house, sorry. It's in Uranus. So rebellion and moving on. 6 weeks. Possibly travel across water. Someone here is chucking themselves into work, not listening to spirit, not listening to the gut instinct, and they need to start listening. 9 or 27, grandparents. Your grandparents probably gave you some really good advice that you never took. Spirit can't help you with this until you've made that choice. Once you've made that choice, they will help you. But this is the Buddha card. You are not on the right path. You must choose another. This is binding yourself to the material, and that's why you're at the gates of hell. And there she is again, still trapped because of this material world. You must listen to your instincts, your intuition. 2 or 29 again. So it looks like the end of next month, because this month doesn't have the 30, or the beginning of next month, because it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, or 28, 29, 30. We don't have that for no reason. And in the middle we have the 9 and the 14. This would be Walter, Millie, Susan, Julie. So Susan we've had twice. Mike, Darren. So all those names could be relevant. Let's have a look then. Eleventh house is about socialising. It's about getting out there. It's about not dimming your light. It's about your network. Social tribal gatherings. So get together maybe, but I don't see that here. It's about building a community. And these are not your people that you've got at the minute. The colour deep yellow. We've got yellow all over this. group activities, society friends, your hopes, wishes and dreams. And a social consciousness, which I think Airsong is about, the social consciousness. It's about your identity outside the family unit. It's where you see yourself reflected in the eyes of a group. So your tribe, who you find, and recognizing your place in the bigger picture. Seeing them as family. So Pluto in Cancer, I'm not sure. We'll see if we have got it. I can't remember. If not, we'll have to go to the phone and ask the phone, because this is, yeah, so Pluto passing through Cancer was a period of emotional transformation, which is why we feel drained. Sandwiched between two world wars that took millions of lives. It signalled the demise of the extended family, forcing a reluctant Cancer to let go emotionally. So especially if you are a Cancer, it is very hard to let go, but sometimes you just have to. So never chase anything. What's yours will always be yours. You don't have to chase it. So let's see. So it's about finding your spirituality, your belief system, and the people that believe the same as you. It may take a while. You have to make the right choice for you. Not what your family believes, but what you believe. Nobody knows that better than me. There's the gatekeeper, number 32. There it is, the gatekeeper. A bit like Gandalf. You shall not pass unless you're worthy. 32. Capricorn energy. The dragons, those of you born in the year of the dragon, which again is relevant for you, Kristen, I think. So we've got Capricorn in the midheaven. We've got it in Juno, which is one of the High Priestess's pillars. And it would be in the 10th house of ambition and career. The caretakers of treasures. So we are only here to make sure that the planet is safe for the children to come. Joy the Gatekeeper is very significant because this is a high vibrational card. It means that you have to lift your vibration because it's negative there and it's negative there. It will bring abundance when you do. There you go. So lift your energy. You have put in the hard work. They've seen your hard work. It is not going to notice, and the dragon is gifting you with help and abundance in whatever you need at this time for your future success. But you have to decide what that is. You might have reached a point where you know where you're going and what you need to do, but the resources don't seem to be there. So Dark Night of the Soul. And resources doesn't just mean money. Know that they will come at the right time, so you just have to be patient. Once you gain the ally of a dragon, you must ensure that you remain true to your word. They don't take kindly to tricksters, which we've got many of, liars and thieves, but are also able to recognise one when they see one, and so will you because the masks are off. They will only appear if you are worthy and humble about it. There is no place for your ego, and there is only space for truth. There's the truth. And the eagerness to do good. The most powerful of Celtic symbols, the dragon, were also known as great protectors. They protected the great treasures of this world that man has longed for. The Celts believed that wherever the dragon flew, so Wales for us in England, the land would be more powerful. They are symbols of wisdom, vision and prophecy. They were the guardians of knowledge and wisdom, and that's why they go after the psychics and say, try and put them down because they see things. Treasure is not always about money and material items. Drawing this card, you may ask the dragons for their guidance, wisdom and knowledge. There's your knowledge, wisdom and knowledge you've learned. But they may show it you in a way that you don't like of the future. They may aid you by giving you riddles to solve, like the cards every day. But know that any guidance from the dragons will help you with your quest. So somewhere in this message is words that will help you in whatever you're doing right now. Juno and Boaz, two pillars of the High Priestess. So speak the truth and shame the devil. Learn from your mistakes. There's Sophia, the goddess of female wisdom, intuition. And I don't always say just for the girls. When it says female intuition, I would say, we all have masculine and feminine within us, yin and yang. And so the lads have intuition as well. They call it gut instinct. We call it intuition. It's the same thing. It's just that women are more sensitive, or some women, should I say, than others. Sorry for reaching over. So Sophia then. So the name Sophia, Sophie, could be important. She's got a wimple on there. There you are. So again, knowledge about the inner mysteries. So there we go. We have to go within the knowledge. And the High Priestess knows those inner mysteries, but she can't speak of them. Inner journeys, gaining insight, acquiring knowledge and understanding. Picking Sophia means that you are coming to a period of enlightenment. It would be advisable to create time for deep, silent contemplation. You will be learning to carry yourself with dignity and grace, no matter what the situation. Sophia's themes are about honouring the need to study and the quest for knowledge that liberates your soul. So whatever you're wanting to do, you must research it. And they mentioned that a lot in Astral DJ. Learning to respect your instinctive knowing and to value it. So if she respected her gut instinct, she would know there is nobody there. She can stand up at any time. See if you can take a course of study or take part in a workshop or read a book that feeds your spirit. Sophia will help you in knowing when to speak and when to be silent. In your life, you need to find women's wisdom, knowledge that enlightens and ennobles rather than just informs. So it must add something to people's lives rather than just parrot fashion telling them what you know. I could read these cards parrot fashion like a lot of tarot readers do. There'd be no story, no connection whatsoever. But through my contact with spirit, I learn what to tell you, what to add to it that might help you find the meaning in them for you, and hopefully teach you how to use them for yourself. Not reading your own, because we know you're not supposed to read your own tarot, you're not supposed to buy your own tarot. Okay, what anybody else says, it's just an unwritten rule. So we all do it, but you will never, my granny always used to say you have to reverse it, because you will never get a true reading if you do it yourself. You're too emotionally involved. So take the knowledge that they've given you, Find out what the signs mean in your chart and the current chart, because there is always something in there. If you see something that actually connects with you and you think, what does that mean in relation to what my situation is now? That's the riddle that the dragons are trying to give you. So, final card then. Those of you who've been with me a long time, you understand my riddles, but when you first come in, it's not that easy. It's yeah, it can be very complicated. So when I say a bear sign, it's not just somebody on that sign, it can be the energy of that sign. And when we've got the 13, the moth and the eucalyptus, there needs to be an ending here. Something has to stop. The moth will return to dust. 13, which we know is the death card of the tarot, not to be feared. It is about death and rebirth. So, the moth and the eucalyptus are at the number 13 for a reason. It mirrors the meaning of the death card in the traditional tarot deck. The death card rarely indicates literal death, but rather marks the ending of some kind, and provides us with the knowledge and power to let go. There we have it. The knowledge and power to let go. There. To let go of all those words and thoughts that have kept you trapped, and move on. The lies that you tell yourself. The excuses that you make. The moth shown here is the death head hawk moth, named for its unique skull-like markings on its back. The death head is nocturnal, and like all moths, it flies towards the light. Eucalyptus is a symbol of protection, as the oil for this plant can be used to guard against and soothe a variety of ailments. So, yeah, there's an oil in there what you use. I've got some because of the sinus problem. An ending is imminent, and this could be the end of a relationship, a hobby, or an interest, a job, or any number of other things. While endings sometimes mark loss, heartache, sorrow, and loss, they don't always, and even if we do experience grief, we have the power to emerge from it with a better understanding of ourselves. So how can you be more accepting of the change that is coming, and what tools do you have that might help you feel safe and protected when the change occurs in your life? So love and light to you all. It is a dark night of a soul. We are coming to an awakening. Thanks for listening. I'll see what Earth Song has to tell us. Speak soon. Bye-bye.